Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. What would happen if the electric meter in your house or your business went backward? Well, you wouldn't be using as much energy and you'd be saving money. It's something called net metering, and here it is. Net metering is the use of renewable energy source to generate electricity. In New Hampshire, primarily solar at this point. The use of a smart meter to record the electricity flow in your home or business. The smart meter measures energy used plus any excess produced, and the excess energy can be sold back to the utility for credit or payment. Now in New Hampshire, net metering, New Hampshire sets caps on net metering at 50 megawatts. That was done 17 years ago. Now the New Hampshire legislature this year is extending has legislation that would extend the caps from 50 to 75 megawatts. Solar companies want the cap raised or eliminated. They say it's slowing their growth. Utilities say the rate paid for excess electricity does not cover their fixed costs. With me to talk about this is somebody who knows this subject pretty well. Harold Turner, President and CEO of H.L. Turner Company here in New Hampshire, a company that's in architecture, engineering, and building science. Right, Harold?
Correct, Fred.
And you are also the former chair of the Business Industry Association of New Hampshire and part of the Clean Tech Council. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Your house is a great example of what we're talking about with net metering. You have established net metering in your own house. Just briefly tell us what you've done.
My home includes a 12 kilowatt sized PV system, and that's part of a strategy to go to a zero net energy house. But for most people, it's usually in the 6 to 8 kilowatt size for most residential properties. But businesses and industry can do the same thing.
Right.
And the production from my PV system every day when the sun is out flows back and forth over the meter. And at times I'm using more and taking it off the grid, and other times I'm using less and producing more, and it's going out to the utility.
And you don't have much of a bill?
I don't have much of a bill, but whatever bill I have gets trued up once a month. And if I've used more than I've produced, I pay whatever kilowatt hours are on the bill. And if I have a month where I've produced more than I've used, then you pay a flat rate charge to be connected to the utility.
Now let's talk about the cap that New Hampshire has in place. 50 megawatts, now legislation that would raise it to 75. Why a cap?
A cap goes back to really the fledgling start of net metering 17 years ago. So there really wasn't an industry in place. There really wasn't something that technology and pricing allowed people to do, and that's changed over the time since then. And it's quite a vibrant business model in New Hampshire as well as states all around the country.
And you think this will pass, the increasing the cap in New Hampshire?
Well, I would hope at a minimum it would pass. New Hampshire has a very small number at about 1.5% of peak load. States around us are at 10 to 15%.
Okay, and there are only 3 states in the country that don't have net metering, so this is really coming on as a major. Now, one of the issues is this, and you and I have talked about this, is a fair rate to reimburse people who put the power back on the grid. Currently, they get the full retail rate, about 14 cents per kilowatt hour, and that's an issue for the utilities. And whether or not it constitutes a subsidy of the accounts of the solar panel owners, with those costs being pushed on to the other electric consumers. That's an issue that is talked about every time this comes up. What say you?
Well, what you really see is that you're trading off kilowatt hours, and the only times you get paid for any of your power is at the end of a 1-year cycle. And if you have any power in your bank, if you want to think of it that way, then you're getting the energy-only rate, which for mine on the Unitil system averaged 7 cents over the last 3 years. And they give you the option to roll it over or to get paid out if it's over 600 kilowatts.
So the subsidy idea is a misnomer?
Yes.
Okay. We're out of time. We could keep going on this, Harold, but we're out of time. Harold Turner of the H.L. Turner Group here in New Hampshire, and member of the Clean Tech Council. Thanks, and we may get back to this before too long.
I'm sure we will. Thanks,
okay.